Welcome back to MagicGatheringStrat. Today we're gonna play the Trinket deck, blue-black control Trinket. And we don't know yet who our opponent will be, but you know because I've written it in the subject line. We have already recorded against Cloudpost, so I'm asking for no Cloudposts. So we're playing against Roma. This is not the best hand ever, but it's quite decent. So we're keeping it. There is blue coming. We're playing against Delver Secrets. We really need something against Delver Secrets that can kill Delver first turn. And now we were extremely lucky to draw Fume Spitter. That was nice. So let's see how this goes. Frostburn Weird is gonna die so hard, and we're gonna cast the Diabolic Edict on my turn to ensure it's not countered. It might get dazed, but it didn't. Delver is a fairly good matchup for the blue-black control deck. Actually, this is one of the reasons we made the deck, because Delver was a huge force in the metagame, and this deck beats Delver more often than it loses to Delver. Though Delver can always get god hands that you can't do anything about. But I would say we are at least a 70-30 favorite against Delver. And that might seem false to you, but it is the case. Right, I have Grim Harvest, so I will cast Chittering Rats here, though I don't think they will resolve. And if I knew he had Exclude, I would not have done so, because now I gave him an extra card, which was absolutely unnecessary. And I'm getting a Swamp with Terramorphic Expanse. And here I will try to kill the Delver with Diabolic Edict, hoping for a counterspell, and then I will use Tragic Slip to get rid of it, because Delver has to die. And the Delver is dead. That means we could play Ogre of Skulls, and I think we will. Let's see if he counters that. If he does, why didn't he counter the Diabolic Edict? I think he might think he's the control deck, but he's absolutely not. I am the control deck. You're the aggro deck, sir. One advantage of playing a rogue deck such as blue-black Trinket Control is that they don't know how to play against you, but you always know how to play against them. I played so many games against Delver, but I don't think he has played blue-black Trinket Control too many times. I'm getting close to 1,000 games now together with my friend. I'm at 458 and he is at 450. I am gonna cycle main phase here, looking for good stuff, and at the end of his turn I'm gonna Grim Harvest. Going from 4 to 6 lands in one land like that, that's so good. We love the Mir Aqueduct. And we are gonna harvest for the Ogre. We hope we don't run into another Exclude. And I don't think we actually will play the Ogre yet, but rather go for Sign in Blood. Yeah, I think we'll just develop the board. We could go for Fume Spitter Auger. Oh, I think that is what we'll do. We'll cast Fume Spitter. See if he resolves, and if he does, that's all we want to do. Get some more mana, everything is nice. Fume Spitter is on the table, ready to kill some spell stutter sprites. And we can now start the Fume Spitter beatdown! Oh yeah, go Fume Spitter! And we are happy just to develop our board here, but of course we get back Grim Harvest when we use Fume Spitter. So we must remain aware of that, but we are in no hurry here. And he needs to play something. The long game will serve the blue-black control deck with Grim Harvest. And now I must not forget about Grim Harvest, I always do. But he's still sitting back with 7 cards in hand, doing nothing. Now I got Augur of Skulls Undying Evil, which will do a lot of damage to his hand, but I don't need to cast anything yet. So I think I will use Fume Spitter as soon as I can and start chittering or something. But he's waiting for that exclude. Now he needs to do something. He's 8 cards in hand. He's playing a land. And a Frostbone Weird. And that means that we are gonna Fume Spitter. We are even gonna Undying Evil Fume Spitter. Yeah, that's what we are gonna do. And then Tragic Slip the Frostburn Weird with Fume Spitter backup. Getting back to Grim Harvest. And here's Tragic Slip. Of course we should have waited till the Fume Spitter was back on track. But we didn't have to. Fume Spitter is now alive with 2/2. And we could even go for Chittering Rats here. I think we will. Or we won't, because he can't Piracy Charm me. He can double Piracy Charm me. And maybe he will. And in that case Grim Harvest is gone. But we are there. And we can now remove his graveyard and keep beating down with the Fume Spitter, who is now bigger. Until he does not have exclude mana. Spire Golem. That stops our assault, but it's still only 2 power on his side. So we'll just sign in blood with some extra cards. Getting the Life Staff, which is awesome. We can also get us some more cards. There's another Fume Spitter. And another Grim Harvest. That means we can let go of the first Grim Harvest. And I think it's time to play the Life Staff. And let's see if he allows that. He doesn't. And he still has Exclude Mana. We are in no big hurry here. So I think we are done. And now I expect to be ninja'd. But I should be able to handle that. No ninja. And I think now we have to walk into his Exclude. So with what, you ask? First of all, it's Chittering Rats. Well, I did expect that. And then it's Ogre of Skulls. Oh, that's nice. And then it's Fume Spitter. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm actually gonna Fume Spitter for the harvest. On his turn, Piracy Charm. So he did have Piracy Charm. But nothing is lost here. We can just get back the harvest. Which of course is quite unnecessary. And we're gonna Fume Spitter his Spire Golem. Or are we? We have 3 power, he has 2. Yes, we are. And we didn't see a ninja last turn. If ninja comes, we'll deal with it then. So that's us Fume Spittering. And he now needs to play something else. Serrated Arrows will hurt. Though not much, actually. Do we get to play Trinket Mage? In that case, the game is pretty much over, I would say. And yes, it is okay. Trinket Mage is getting Executioner's Capsule that we are now playing. It is encountered and Spire Golem is dead. And he's not even snapped. We don't have a Grim Harvest in our graveyard. Do we want to play something? Not really. We'll just attack. And then we can even double harvest. If he doesn't, of course he uses it. Okay, now we can actually double harvest. And we're gonna do that for Ogre and Chittering Rats. Just keep beating up on his hand. Okay, that's a 2 for 1 for me, so that's okay. Spire Golem. I don't have much to say about that. I'm gonna dig for Ogre of Skulls. The question is now, do I actually dig for Chittering Rats? Or do I dig for Fume Spitter? And I think it's Fume Spitter. How much mana do I have? 10. Well, 10 mana is a lot, I think. I'm good. Oh, fairy shit. That's not the name of the spell, it's Fairy Trickery, right? Logic not. I may pay 3. Nah. I don't want to. Do I want to do? Yeah. I'll just Grim Harvest for Ogre of Skulls. Should possibly have been Fuse Spitter. Let's see what we have here. Do we Crypt Rat and Undying Evil the Trinket Mage? Is fairly tempting. We need 4 mana. We will only get back 1 of the... it's 3 mana for the Crypt Rats, 4 and 3. No, it doesn't really work. Yet. So we are playing Ogre. We are defending him with Undying Evil. What about... do we play a Crypt Rat? Yeah, I think we do, actually. For some extra serrated fun. And we have now lost a Great Harvest, a Grim Harvest. Which will be an excitement for him to use serrated arrows. He has 3 counters on it. Let's see what happens. He's killing the Crypt Rat. And we will let that happen, right? Yes. It's too greedy to think that we can keep 2 Grim Harvest active. So that's okay, losing 1. Yeah, come back to me. And that one is gone. And Ogre of Skulls is still on the table. And Undying Evil says that he will be. And here we go. And that also means he can serrate himself out of this mess. So we're gonna attack his hand severely. We are now actually gonna empty his hand totally. And that is just awesome. So we're feeling quite good about that. And he can now empty his hand. But he didn't, so we do. We got an island. And we got... what did we get? And an island. That's okay, because... we are in a fairly good position now. So, what about this? Do we Crypt Rat the Spy Golem? Yeah, I think we do actually. So just Crypt Rat the world at the end of his turn. We will Grim Harvest for something, for Trinket Mage possibly. Then we're good. So I think we got this game pretty well covered at this point. There we go. We are harvesting for Trinket Mage. And we're done. We won't do anything in response to his actions. And we are now casting Trinket Mage, getting an Executioner's Capsule again. Which we will not play yet. Because we are playing another Trinket Mage. For Vault of Whispers, which we will play. We're not playing Execution Capsule in case he drew a spell Study Sprite. And we can't really attack. So we are pretty much done. And if he uses his 2 counters against Trinket Mage, we are getting Grim Harvest back. So the card advantage is enormous. Though Trinket Mage has now outlived its usefulness, we have all the 6 artifacts in play. And he doesn't have anything. So we're just gonna beat down for the win. 1 point at a time. And he knows that if Trinket Mage dies... Oh, double Muldrifter! That is sweet stuff. I think at this point I could let the Grim Harvest go. But yeah, why would I do that, really? I now know that he doesn't have... he doesn't have the spell stat sprite, so I'm fairly good here. I could have played another Muldrifter. I don't think it matters. So now, does he let me hit him twice? 3. I can kill him next turn if I play double Muldrifter. But I am taking it slow. I know the ways he has to win. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I can't really imagine what will destroy my Muldrifter army. Well, actually I can play Ogre of Skulls, still have enough. Okay, so you are now tapped out, sir. 3, 5, no, it's no way I can kill him anyway. But I will play the next Muldrifter and let him remove my Grim Harvest. So he needs to kill something. And there we go, and Grim Harvest is gone, but this time I know what I was doing. So he has 1 card to save himself. And what would that card be? In common, in Pauper, I have no idea. And I don't think there is one. It's definitely not Island. So it's 1-0 for the blue-black control deck. And where is my sideboard plan? So getting the sideboard plan. But I know this thing by heart. Combe Witches, they got worse with Frostburn Weird taking out Chittering Rats for them, bringing in 3 Echoing Decays, taking out Undying Evils as they are bad against Delver. And it's time for game 2. This looks like a very decent hand, except that it doesn't have a kill spell for Delver. I have to keep this. I can't throw that back. So I hope that there will not be a first turn Delver, and there is a first turn Delver. Though the capsule might be good enough to deal with it. Well, let's see if he flips. I want to kill that Delver, and of course the capsule will kill him. He didn't flip, so he might very well ninja it now, and in case he does, I'm not worried because I just killed the ninja with the capsule. And now Delver has to die. but I think he has to die in the beginning of his upkeep, so that if he wants to snap the Delver, he'll have to do it in his turn. On his turn. And there we go. Killing the Delver. Killing the Delver! Alright, no singing, sorry. Forgot about that part. Okay, he has no... now there will be clouds of fairies raining down in the worst case, and they are hard to defend against. They open for ninjas. They are really not nice to play against if you play the blue-black Trinket Control deck. His big hope is either a quick Delver for the win, or having a ninja stick. Will I throw Combo Witches into a counterspell here? No, I won't. I will sign in blood. But next time he might exclude Combo Witches, so that might even be worse. But I'm sitting pretty. I'm getting a blue land. I'm building up for my Muldrifter. I saw Deprives. I know he has at least 5 ways of countering Muldrifter. I saw Exclude as well. And I think he will be setting up for Exclude now. But I will not play into Exclude. I have no need to. The game goes long. I draw Grim Harvest and win, so I will just be patient. I'm the control deck. He needs to put on aggression. He can never draw as many cards as I do, especially not without Ona's Grace. And I haven't seen that particular card yet. Having a lot of mana on his turn is great. 7 cards means I have to discard next turn. That will not be fun. Do I do that? Not sure. And here is Mr. Delver. And I think Mr. Delver needs to die. He doesn't need to die yet. He will need to die at the end of his turn. And our worst kill spell here is Echoing Decay. Or is it Tragic Slip? I think I will use Tragic Slip, because I'm not sure I can set up Morbid for Tragic Slip for a bigger creature. And if he wants to protect his Delver now, he will need to tap out and can't exclude, which he does. So I will just use Echoing Decay then. And Delver has left the building. Okay, I will now try to play Augur of Skulls. See if he counters that. It's a pretty major threat to his deck, but the witches are a much bigger threat. So he might let them go, and then no, he allows it. Witches are online, looking good. Now we have edicts for those pesky Frostburn weirds, and I think we are golden here. Blue-black Trinket Control versus Delver, and we are in a fairly good spot. I think this is a Spire Golem. Is it? It's a Stitch Drake. Oh, that's horrible. What is that card doing in Delver? I'm even wondering what Seagate Oracle is doing in... Is it Cloudpost? Because I don't think it's a very good card. But it's definitely crap in Delver. Where's the tempo in that card? There is none. But I will have to dict it, because it will protect other creatures from a dict. So... it's gone. And I have to start beating down with the witches. I can do that now because he can't play a spell stat sprite at the end of my turn. And even if he did, I could addict it. I really need to draw more mana. Waiting for more mana. First more mana and then Grim Harvest. Then I'm set. 4 cards against Force card is pretty good for me. Because I have a lot more card advantage. He is trying to curse of the bloody Tommy, and that's really not a good plan against me. I don't know why he thinks that's a good plan, because he can't control the game enough. Though it will put some sort of clock on me. It's I have now 22 turns to finish him. And this will actually only enable Grim Harvest. But that's not the Grim Harvest. And here is the Aqueduct. So, do we play Crypt Rats now? Maybe we do. Yeah, I think we do. Of course, there's 1,000 ways for Crypt Rats to die, but... yeah. Why am I playing Crypt Rats then? Not entirely sure. But it's fun. And next turn we're going to go for Muldrifter, unless he has Exclude mana. But now we have a quicker clock on him. Quicker than his. Double Curse of the Bloody Tomb still sucks. Though he now has Exclude mana. There goes our life staff. I would love to play Ogre into Exclude and then Muldrift. So can I do that? I have... He has only 2 cards. So what if they're not Excludes? Yeah, I'll go for that and then I play the Muldrift next turn. That's what I'll do. And he hits the Exclude. Of course. I now have 9 turns to go. But he must be drawing cards that are worthless in his deck. You see, the combination of Combo Witches and Crypt Rats is not very good. But he is solving that part for me by using his Pirate's Charm. He's now out of cards. And let's see if he counters this. And I think he would. He might have an Exclude in hand again. And if he has, then so be it. Because I am now under a bit of pressure by the tome, the Curse of the Bloody Tomes, and I've never lost that card before. But today might be the first day. So let's see, do you have Exclude? Or Counterspell? Or Deprive? It's Deprive. And no Grim Harvest yet. So maybe we'll lose. Let's see. His clock is better than mine now. Though I think he should draw like a 1 toughness guy. And maybe he took them out. Maybe that was what he did. I haven't seen any Spellstat sprites, have I? So maybe he's playing without Cloudflare. Maybe I'm playing a mono blue control deck. Yeah, that might be it. I haven't seen a ninja. Oh wow, it took me this long to discover that I'm actually playing against mono blue control. Now he has no cards in hand, and that's when I want my Muldrifter. So no Grim Harvest yet. So I can still kill him. So we have actually sideboarded wrong. We're playing mono blue control and we're not playing Delver. And it's amazing it took me this long to discover that. That's really bad of me actually. That means that there is no danger to playing Crypt Rats. And I need Crypt Rats active to be able to harvest up the Muldrifter for the win. I now have 8 turns to live. Sorry, correct that. 6 turns to live. And let's give me my Grim Horse. There it is! I'm not in a hurry. I can wait 1 turn so I can augur him. and be sure that I can use the Grim Harvest on the Muldrifter. Or will that be too slow? How much mana is this? 7. I will do it. Alright, he can draw serrated arrows, would be great. He's just throwing land. And we're now setting everything up here. Yeah, we want his card out of his hand. That'll give us the Grim Harvest. Thank you. And something else, Tragic Slip. At the end of our turn we'll Grim Harvest for the Muldrifter. So we will allow him one more counter. We have 4 turns to live. We can do 5 damage with the Crypt Rats, so we're good, I think. Him picking up a counterspell now is bad. Him picking up a creature is not that bad. I think it's Muldrifter. He's keeping the card. And he's playing it, and that is probably a mistake. Okay, he's increasing the clock to 3 turns. And we are getting the Muldrifter. Which will not increase the clock. 6, maybe it will. Yeah, I think it will. It's drawing. I'm drawing 1 card a turn, so that was a mistake. Can I still get a draw here? I wonder. He has no cards in hand, so I could draw something useful. I'm drawing Aqueduct, and if I Muldrift, I live next turn. And I do 2 and 4 points. Well, I can do this. Of course, it doesn't kill me. But I can kill a blocker. So unless he can make me draw a card, I'm good. Well, that guy's history. And we're gonna win with 0 cards in our deck. And that proves that Curse of the Bloody Tomb doesn't work, I think. I think with any other card he would have been in a much better spot. And could have actually beaten me. But right now these 3 cards accomplished nothing. It looked like they accomplished something, but they accomplished nothing. And it was only him mulliganing 3 times, basically. And we'll swing for the game. Oh, he didn't see my video advertising. Thank you for watching MagicGatheringStrat playing Blue-Black Trinket Control against Delver.